But let me take you now to the EC's headquarters. We have Israel back, and he's with Director of Electoral Services, Dr.
Sorry for that false start, but I still have Dr. Sribal Kweku here with me. So, Dr. Sribal Kweku, the issue has to do with the apparent delay in the release of the results, even though you're indicating, or the Electoral Commission is indicating, that you're intending to have the results out or declare. And first of all, let's also start with this issue of the 5 p.m. invitation that has been issued. Is it actually coming from the EC?
Yes, it is coming from the Commission that we are to meet at the International Press International Theatre for a press conference for the results to be declared. So it came from the Commission.
So we're talking about declaring the results at 5 p.m. We're looking at, it's about 3 hours from now. How is it possible if, as Roger Metel-Nuno is saying, they haven't received anything at the EC at the moment?
All things being equal, it is doable. We should understand that once we get the results, we are only collating 16 results. It will take us less than 10 minutes to finish. The challenge we are having is that at the regional levels, there are a lot of complaints and frustrations over there. So some of them are getting through, and my contact with them means that all things being equal, within the next 2 hours, all of them should have completed, because some of the regions are left one constituency to go. But there are some challenges, because in some places, people just snatch ballot boxes, take them away. The one that Honorable NDC was talking about, a presiding officer, a ballot issuer who was not a registered voter, just tore one ballot paper and also cast the vote there, which is also the case. We have also handed her to the police.
Explain to us again what exactly happened in this, and you're talking about the Savelugu incident?
Yeah, she is a ballot issuer, but not a registered voter in that polling station. So because he was handing the ballot paper, he decided to cast a vote. So it was realized that he has cast an illegal ballot. So there's also the challenge there, whether we should notify the results or we should go ahead and declare the results. So we have asked the regional director to engage the party at that level. What's happening in the district, the regional director's attention was called to. He informed the head office. We have asked him to engage the parties at that level. So
let me get something clear. Is it the case that this person, this ballot issuer, managed to drop the vote into the ballot into the box?
Yes. No, he's a ballot issuer. So he gives the ballot paper to other people to vote. So he just tore one of the ballot papers, went and cast the ballot as if he's a registered voter. So that's what happened. So her ballot is in the box.
And you're thinking or contemplating what?
So we have asked the regional director and the district officers to engage the party at that level to see how best it could be handled. My personal view is that if one is the one ballot paper, and for presidential, it will not have any impact. So I would have wished that we go ahead and declare, but we need to engage the parties for them to appreciate what has happened so that they will come into agreement.
So he is also complaining that in this particular instance, they're contemplating having that decision or deferring that decision to tomorrow. Is that something that you...
No, I don't think anybody has mentioned tomorrow. What we are saying is that you need to let the parties understand what has transpired, so that every decision that we take is a collaborative decision, not Electoral Commission imposing decisions on them.
Right, but what generally has been the challenge in getting the results, or where is the bottleneck? Is it the case that we're not getting the result from the constituencies going to the regional collation centers?
The hitch is between the polling stations and the constituencies. If you take Sankore area, for example, some macho men in V8 just go to the place, took the 4 ballot boxes away. So in that case, that you can't declare the result in the ballot box because they are nowhere to be found. So at Sine West too, I hear when they got the ballot box, somebody just went and took one away, but he was chased and got it. But when it came, one of the parties' seal is broken. So here, there's also allegation or agitation, we shouldn't count, we should count. But we are saying that once Electoral Commission seal is still there, they should go ahead and count.
Now, one other issue that he's raising has to do with the emailing of the results. He believes that, as far as he's concerned, there's something that's not acceptable to them and it's not legal. What's the EC's position on that?
Remember, we said we are going to use the manual process. So we are using two stands of activities. When the result is ready, they will fax the result to us. In addition, they should snap the picture of the result and also email it to us. So it's not the email in terms of figures. The email of an attachment of the results are the consistency results. So it's not email by putting figures there. You take snapshot of or you scan the results and email it so that you have two results. One from the fax and one from the fax machine.
Is it the case that the parties or party representatives don't appreciate or don't understand it the way you're explaining? And would that mean that you'd have to probably explain it to them?
The party reps are here with us at the National Coalition Center. So we are there with them working, so they know how it is being handled.
Yeah, but they only a short while ago came out to say that the Rojo Metununu was actually also complaining
about the delay. But like I'm saying, unlike the previous where you collate the constituency results, this time you have to get the regional results. So if you take Ashanti region, for example, there are 47. One constituency is not complete, you cannot do the collation. If you take North-East, it has 6 constituencies. When one is not ready, you cannot collate. If you take Ahafo, 6 constituencies. When one is not ready, you cannot collate. So all the constituency results should be ready before you can collate and send it to Accra.
With the benefit of hindsight, is this the way you intended things to go? And are you probably contemplating maybe you should be revising this policy of deciding that it is the regions that are going to collate?
It's the same thing. Whether you do the collation from the region or from the constituency, if the results is not there, you cannot collate. But this one, once you get the regional results, within 10 minutes you should be able to declare the results. So this one makes the results easy to collate and declare.
The NDC is making the argument that because of the way you're going about it, if you don't have the entire complement of the regions or the constituencies in the region, it's not going to be possible for you to declare the region.
If whatever it is, you need the constituency results to declare. So if you don't have the constituency results you cannot declare, because it is the constituency results that should be collated into the region before you can declare. So even if you take the regional component from it, you still need the constituency results to declare. And the constituency results, some of them are not yet ready.
All right, so that's Dr. Siribo Kweku, the Director of Elections here at the Electoral Commission. He's been trying to explain the delay, the apparent delay, but he's still confident that they will have the results in time so that they can declare at 5 p.m. That's what we're working with, 5 p.m.
God willing, we should be able to do that.
Right, so let's anticipate 5 p.m. is just some 3 hours away. So let's see how it goes. Back to you, Bernice, in the studio.
All right, Israel, thank you. We've got our fingers crossed, and I know you're still stationed at the Electoral Commission's headquarters, bringing us the very best of election coverage from that. And we are still across the country bringing you everything you need to know about election 2020. And election coverage is brought to you in association with Petrosol. Clean fuel in full quantity is always a delightful experience. Cowbell Coffee, tasted, love it. McDan Shipping and Logistics Limited, your total logistics partner. Padeva Limited, your home of modern furniture. DDP Outdoor Limited, 7 great brands. Festiva, adding flavors to your life with 3-year lotteries. Star 787 # Ghana's premium biggest jackpot lottery, and HEPA Plus mixture for your general well-being.